Hi, it's Dave Dobbins.
And Lavila Craft.
And welcome to Victory Videos. I promise.
What'd you promise?
Well, I made a resolution. I promise I'm going to keep it.
Guess what this show's about, guys?
Okay, it's past New Year's, but have you kept your New Year's resolutions? Not.
Did you? Okay, Dave, did you? What'd you do?
Okay, well, I did. I'm doing good so far. I've lost 5 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, 5 pounds.
That's great.
That's right, so I
That's
kept
wonderful.
I'm
That's
working on it.
good.
But how many of us have really kept our New Year's resolutions? Think about it. We made promises to make changes, real changes, have taken place, or haven't they? A lot of times we make promises to our family, to our friends, to our boss, to our brother or sister, to God, but how many times do we really keep them?
I don't know. I don't remember ever keeping one, do you?
Well, on today's Victory Videos, we're going to look at New Year's resolutions and whether we really make them and whether we really keep them.
And we're going to see some great videos on the show today, too. We're going to see Petra, Novella, 10,000 Maniacs, family
Sounds
reunion.
like a family reunion to me.
Michael
Thanks,
W. Smith. We're going to see Carmen and Connie Scott, Take 6 in the Yellow Jackets.
Well, that sounds like a good
We're going to have a full program today, huh?
All right, well, let's get started right away. It's time to just, put aside all the things that you were going to resolve, and wipe your slate clean. Also, we're going to hear from Jacob's Trouble today, too. We forgot to mention that. Wipe the slate clean. Let's dance with Petra, followed by, kind of getting into my George Bush here. Feels good. Let's dance. Followed by Novella, Heaven's on My Mind. 2 in a row. Victory Videos. Feel good. Stay
Watch
good.
it.
Be good. Be good for you.
this one time it doesn't matter who your neighbor is. Here's the other. Life's too short. Stop the hate.
Books, check them out. Books, check them out.
Pick up a book. You got a fantasy, imagination can take you to where you wanna be. Are you curious? How can you find out?
Books, check them out. Books, check them out.
Read about stars and cars, play electric guitars, or cops that work hard, patrolling the boulevard, the heavyweight champ and as crazy as Bow.
Books, check them out. Books, check them out. At your library.
What we've learned from research on the human heart has changed the way people live and how long they live. Death rates from heart attack have declined by a remarkable 30.9% since 1977, but it remains America's #1 killer. So contact the American Heart Association, because what you don't know can kill you.
I like that. Heaven's on my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
what
good.
else is on your mind?
All right. Well, yeah, I got a question for you, Lavilla.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
You put me on the hot seat.
I'm going to put you on the hot seat today.
Okay.
We're talking about resolutions and goals. What is it that causes us to get off track?
You know, I really think it's that we're so busy. We've got so many things, so many commitments, so many places to go that it just consumes too much time, and then we
Kids,
forget.
the ball game.
Yeah, the job.
Soccer.
Boy, you got a lot of them, don't you? But I think that's what happens. And then a few months into the year, we remember, uh-oh, I thought I made some commitments and some promises.
Well, you know, I think, Lavilla, a lot of times our heart gets really restless when we don't have a lot of goals. We don't know where we're headed. We've not made any resolutions at the beginning of the year. And here it is in the middle of the year, or whenever it is that you're seeing this show, and I don't know where I'm going. Well, this next song really can help. So if you're in a place today where you don't know where you're headed, you're feeling restless, here's Michael W. Smith with Restless Heart, followed by 10,000 Maniacs. And These Are the Days.
Oh, that's great.
On Victory Videos.
On the street it never changes. There's a chill in the air. I see people, empty faces, not a word, not a soul who cares. Don't you give up, don't be given in to a lie that our heart never changes. Don't be fooled by what you see there. Another man with another face on. One restless heart who never could find love. Too many hurts to reach out again. How can he know the
You're watching Victory Videos. Hope you're enjoying our show. Up next, a new group to the Christian pop genre who've been around for a few years called Jacob's Trouble. They're young, energetic, fun, and enthusiastic, and they are neat guys.
Yeah, they really are a lot of fun. We ran into them down at Ichthus, and they had a really nice article in CCM Magazine.
That's right.
In July of '92.
This is a group that is really on the move. They're doing some things. They're having fun, kind of like the Newsboys. And I hope you enjoy them because they really know how to tell people about the love that is from above. Here's Jacob's Trouble. When we met them at Ichthus, followed by their video, Something Good Happens on Victory Videos. And welcome back to Victory Videos. We're at Ichthus with the group Jacob's Trouble. Hey, guys.
Hey, how's it going? How's it going?
All right. They're all over the place here. We're going to talk to a little bit of everybody. Let's just go down and introduce everybody. On my left and your right is?
This is Keith Johnston.
And what do you play?
I like to play guitar.
All right. Next?
I'm Steve Atwell, and I play bass.
Okay.
I'm Mark Blackburn. I play the big old 12-string guitar.
12-string.
I'm Ron Cochran. I'm not really a drummer, but I play one in Jacob's Trouble.
Jerry Davison, lead vocals and posing.
And I'm Lavila Kraft. I just hang out here.
Hi, Lavila.
Okay, you guys have been together as a band for about, 4 years, did you say? And where you all hail from?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, right outside of Atlanta.
Okay, how did you get going together as a group? Who had the vision for this kind of a ministry?
Well, we all did individually, but it came together in when I was looking for some musicians to play with. I put an ad in the paper, local paper in Atlanta, and Mark answered it, and I had already known Steve. So we got together, and I was playing drums at the time, and we just started jamming in my mom's basement because it was the only place we could play for free and not get kicked out.
That's right.
So it just grew from there. You know, we hadn't even played out live 4 times when we got signed by Frontline, so we felt like God had his hand on us and really wanted to do something with us.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty miraculous, eh?
Well, does that like sort of like make you believe that there really is a God?
Yeah.
No doubt.
Okay, so you're on Frontline, which is Alarma Records. Your latest album, your newest album, 3rd album, I should say, Let the Truth Run Wild. Who's going to field and tell me what that's all about?
Well,
They always seem to be looking towards you.
well, go ahead and tell
Anyway,
us.
yeah, okay.
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 Well, the album is it's an album mainly about hope. Musically, it's feel-good rock and roll. You just a lot of country influences, yet it's still just good old rock and roll, you know. And like the theme.
He's
It's neat.
nervous, folks.
Yeah.
Really neat.
Hi, Mom. Really neat.
It's really neat and groovy.
Takes a lot of hurting to make the world go round and round. Life goes on, and rain must fall on everyone. Don't you cry, can't you see? Baby, nothing good is free. No, don't be afraid of hurting. It makes the world go round. Every time the world turns around, something good happens. Get yourself up off the ground. Something good's happening. Take some time to let things through. Maybe something good could happen to you. Shake your fist and curse the sky and tell me you were born to die. But your broken heart and tear-stained face are trophies of a better place. Now this life's a thing of passion, mystery.
of sorrows caught between two worlds. We put our souls upon the shelf. Man of sorrows hung between two thieves. He took our scars upon himself. To know your pain, but I can love you just the same. Please don't give in, 'cause time will tell. Bitterness is a devil's hell. Now we're looking through the dark glass. Man, there's some things we can't see. That's alright by me. Every time the world turns around, something good happens. Pick yourself up off the ground, something good's happening. Every time the world turns around, something good happens. Pick yourself up off the ground, something good's happening. Something good's happening. Something good's happening.
Vince, that new dummy cam is great.
Yeah, it'll sure give people a whole new outlook on what it's like when you don't wear a safety belt.
I think they'll get the picture.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
This is where I live. There are lots of doctors and machines for me and the other kids. Last week, a guy named Mike came. He took us all on a camping trip.
Mike gives up a weekend a month to help a disabled child, but he gets back a feeling that lasts forever.
When I get better, you know what? I'm gonna take Mike fishing.
To find out what you can do in your community, call the Points of Light Foundation. Do something good. Feel something real.
Hi, we're Jacob's Trouble. You're watching Victory Videos.
For 51 weeks a year, Roy Waters practices telling stories to his customers. He's so good at it, most of them don't even know he's practicing. He practices so the 1 week a year he's not cutting hair, his stories will be perfect. Perfect for sharing around the campfire at a Salvation Army summer camp, where each year he works with youth in need. The Salvation Army salutes volunteers like Roy Waters, whose time and effort for others make a great story.
Welcome back, everyone. Today we're dealing with the topic of New Year's resolutions.
Right.
And, you know, we have a lot of people who are trying to meet those goals every year. I know I've been trying to get shorter. But it just isn't working. But no, seriously, there are a lot of people who have a lot of goals, and it just doesn't work out all the time. Dave, why not?
Well, you know, I think, Lavilla, sometimes people get in the way, things interfere with our lives. I think the bottom line is that Satan comes at us and attacks us and knocks us off our chair. And, you know, there is a real devil out there, and he is out there to knock us down as much as he can. I think by having faith in Christ, it really helps us a lot. But I'll tell you what, this next song by Carmen is going to give you a recipe, all right? And this is called Satan Bite the Dust.
Oh, he's good.
That's right. Followed by Take 6 and the Yellow Jackets. And this is called Revelation. So you got two powerful videos. Sit down, take some notes, and let's go to town. 2 in a row on Victor Videos.
Shut it down. I'm hunting for someone, y'all. He's a lion, thieving rattlesnake, and he's broken every law. He's terrorized the lives of men, and he's under arrest because I've been sent with a warrant from the body of Christ.
Well, tell me why it's there, then.
Satan, bite the dust. Unclean spirits, I'm running you out of town. Depression, strife, disease, and fear, your posse's going down.
Oh, that's dinner for the dog, that man. We sent him over the box.
But I know who I am through Jesus Christ, so I talk to you demons like dogs. Satan, you coward, you molester of souls, I command you to appear. You're hiding from the presence of God, but I can feel your fear from here.
You got on my keyboard long enough, you got something in your craw.
A praying church wants you to know.
No.
Your kingdom's gonna fall.
There's gonna be trouble here tonight.
'Cause I represent a whole new breed of Christian of today. And I'm authorized and deputized to blow you clean away. I've got a message to deliver to one who's true and just. We'll spit in your eye, you father of lies, and Satan, bite the dust. Take you out by the Spirit and the Word. One by one you'll drop like flies underfoot and in the ground, because greater is He who is in me than the snake I'm staring down. You demon of alcoholism, you'll be the first to go. There's deliverance from you through Jesus Christ, so hit the road. You spirit of infirmity, ye ain't welcome here no more. We lay hands on the sick and they recover, so out the door. You demon of false religion, you've preyed on minds so simple. I bind the spirit of your song, so now come on! Play that in your temple. Now, Satan, you're next in line. I'm gonna hit you where it hurts. 'Cause I'm tired of you in my family, and I'm tired of you in my church. I'm not my own, I'm bought with a price. I'm a Holy Ghost-filled man, and I'm tolling the bell of your eternal destruction across the land. 'Cause I represent a whole new breed of Christian of today. And I'm authorized and deputized to blow you clean away. I've got a weapon with 2 bullets that overcome all sin and crud. One bullet is called the word of my testimony, and the other one's called the blood. Satan, bite the dust. Bite the dust.
I'm so glad that it's here. I'm so glad this revelation.
Satan bite the dust.
I like that one.
Oh,
Great.
gosh,
Oh,
Carmen is just, he's
He
just
is
great.
strong. He
Well,
really is a communicator, isn't he?
yeah, he is, and you know, the man, he should do movies or something. He's
I
just
know.
so creative.
Good actor.
You know, next we're going to see the second part of our interview with Jacob's Trouble.
You know, Jacob's Trouble, yeah. Those guys had just finished their third album, which is called Let the Truth Run Wild, which was produced by the late Mark Hurd.
Mhm.
So they finally, it's really kind of sad, really, because they finally found a producer that they were happy with, and then he just died of a heart attack this past year. But, you know, they're moving on ahead, and this is good stuff. This is Jacob's Trouble, Dick Theus on Victor Videos. Let's talk a little bit about your mission. Okay, what's the mission of Jacob's Trouble? Let's talk a little bit about the name first. Tell me about your name. Jacob is from the Bible.
Yeah.
How'd you all come up with the name?
We heard it first referenced in a movie about the end times, and the pastor in the movie just referred to the tribulation as a time of Jacob's trouble, and we were looking for a name that was kind of an alternative college-sounding name. We really didn't know what the meaning was until we kind of looked it up. When you first read it, it sounds like it's more of a, you know, a depressing statement because it's basically saying God's people are going to, you know, go through a really, you know, some hardship at the end of, towards the end of the world here. But the verse right after it says, but his people will be saved from it. It's taken from the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 7, in the King James Version. But we thought it was a verse of hope, and it kind of goes along the lines of what we've always
What
said.
you all believed in?
Up until the third album now about hope and perseverance. So.
Okay, you guys, Well, let's put it this way. You don't look like the Imperials, right? You got long hair and you got all
I
these
look like 'em.
sunglasses.
I look like all four
What
of
do the
them.
mothers think about you guys? I mean, you come out here and you sing all this rock and roll. How do you break through the barriers and tell people about Jesus Christ and His love?
We don't have a problem, really.
Are you kidding? Half the crowd looks like these guys.
Well, you know,
Be
we.
real and honest with people.
Yeah, that's the key, is just being real. Let them know right up front that you're human. We've really strived to break down that audience artist barrier that exists. Even in Christian music, there's like this rock star syndrome, you know. And we don't like that. We don't want to be a part
We're
of that.
the same on stage as off stage.
I like that.
Come
Yeah,
up to us,
ugly.
we're very approachable. So.
Well, you seem to be very approachable, and
we're not always on time, but we're very approachable.
hey, listen, thanks for being with us on Victor Videos. We wish you guys well, and we're looking for the new video that's coming out.
Yeah.
And that is called
Something Good Happens. It should
Something
be
Good
out
Happens.
in,
Hopefully we'll have that
by
real
the time
soon,
you see
won't
this.
Right.
Okay, man. Thanks for being on Victor Videos. We'll be back with more right after this.
Walking closer in communion, you with me, starting where I am, starting now.
When she was 6, her dad taught her how to ride a two-wheeler. When she was 9, he helped her explore the universe. When she was 14, her mother taught her how to hit a wicked backhand. But for all their love and attention, there was one lesson left untaught. Susie's parents never taught her about drugs, that drugs kill. So Susie learned one final lesson on her own. When you don't say no to your kids about drugs, it's like saying yes.
He protects all living things in the forest. But he can't do it alone. Please don't play with matches. Put out your campfires. And never ever forget the words of Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Brothers and fellow mountain goats, this year's recipient of the treasured Black Horn Award, Richard Lynch. Come on up here, Dick.
What are you doing this weekend that's so important you can't take a little time to test your home for radon? After all, it is the second leading cause of lung cancer, and a radon test kit is inexpensive. You could pick one up on your way to the lodge.
Welcome back to Victor Videos. I'm Dave Dobbins.
And I'm Lavila Kraft.
Thanks for watching. You know, we're on every week at this same time, so you got to tell your friends.
Yeah, tell
That's
everybody.
Right. That's right. We really have a good time being here with you. On today's show, we're talking about resolutions. And resolutions are only as good as a promise. Now, you notice I said in the early part of the show, I promise, but resolutions they won't happen unless you make a start, unless you take action. And action follows a commitment. Commitments take faith. Where do we get faith?
Faith. There's a really good scripture in Matthew. It says, Jesus said, if you have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, you shall say unto this mountain, be removed to another place, and it shall be removed, and nothing shall be impossible unto you.
That's good. That's right. So that's where the faith comes in. As we have faith, we begin to grow in the Spirit and grow in God. If you don't know God, that's what will really help you hold on to those commitments, hold on to those resolutions. Now, and you got to start. So up next is a video from Connie Scott. Connie Scott. It's easy for me to say. And this is called Starting Now. So it's time to start now. So check it out.
Blank page before me, pen trembling hand. Words don't come easy, I begin to understand. It's so easy to offer help when the problem's on somebody else. starting where I am, starting now. There it goes again, another day slips by. Seconds into minutes, into hours, tell me why. It's so easy to fall behind. With every sunset I'm left here to find that the things that should be first in life are the last ones on my mind. Starting now, beginning with the one I see, staring through the mirror back at me. Show me who you want me to be. Starting now, help me find the time it takes to be walking closer in communion, you with me. Starting where I am, starting now. Starting now, beginning with the one I see, staring through the mirror back at me. Show me who you want me to be. Starting now, help me find the time it takes to be walking closer in communion, you with me. Starting where I am, starting now. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. When we've been dead 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing of praise than when we first
Well, I hope you've enjoyed our show today. We've had a good time being with you. It's really been neat. You know, I think it's neat to sit back and think about where we are in our life and what kind of growth we've had. It's interesting to see how we've been challenged in the things that we set out at the beginning of the year that we say we're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
What I'd like to encourage you to those of you that are watching, is to ask you a question. Have you been challenged today to start now with a Christ-centered life? If not, you're missing a rich, full life.
And
you really are.
those changes that we're always seeking, the Lord can help you with that. Maybe you need to make a commitment to Him. Let Him be the resolution to change in your life. When He's a part of your life, He can make those changes so much easier and so much more joyful.
That's right. You know, Jesus says, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. If you've not made that step today, we'd like to encourage you to reach out and just allow the Lord into your heart, because He cares about you and He loves you today. Hey, thanks for being with us. We hope you enjoyed our program. Don't forget to tune in next week at this same time, because we're going to be here with more great videos. It's Dave Dobbins
and LaVila Kraft
saying, remember to love somebody today with the love of Jesus. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Can't you see, baby, nothing good is free here. Not only afraid of hurting, it makes the world go real. Every time the world turns around, something good happens. Get yourself up off the ground, something good's happening. Take some time to let things through. Maybe something good could happen to you. Shake your fist and curse the sky and tell me you were born to die. But your broken heart and tear-stained face are trophies of a better place. Now this life's a thing of passion, Mr.